Gotcha.
The Dark Devourer continues to be one of the most powerful weapons in Monster Hunter World across all of the weapon classes. I would give it an S+ tier rating for being a meta setter. It is incredible. Such a good weapon that I wanted to do an updated review for it, show you the build I'm using personally, what I'm using now. I use this weapon daily, and kind of give you some tips on it and just talk about why it's so good, right? So that you have a better understanding of what makes a weapon powerful. So what does make the Dark Devourer powerful? Well, basically it's a combination of having high raw damage. That's important for Heavy Bowgun. It doesn't have the highest. The Terrath Assault Horn and the Griffin Blazuka actually have higher damage than this weapon, but it doesn't matter because it has something else that's really important for the Heavy Bowguns. It has the right ammo types. It has cluster bombs level 3, it has sticky ammo level 3, and it comes with wyvern ammo as well. Some Heavy Bowguns, like the Glutton Heavy Bowgun, despite it being extremely good and very good at speedrunning in particular, it doesn't have wyvern ammo, right? That means you can't sleep bomb a monster. Dark Devourer does have all these things, and these are called explosive ammo types. Explosive ammo types are really interesting because they kind of ignore critical hitboxes and they ignore armor, which makes them almost cheesy. Like when you're using them, you feel cheap when you're using them. It's so easy, right? The sticky ammo is easy, the wyvern ammo is easy, the cluster bombs are easy, and they are so damaging. So what do we do on the build? Let's jump over to taking a look at the build. I've been learning a little more as I make guides for you guys. I understand better and better what it is you guys are really looking for when you watch a video like this. You want to understand not just how a build should look like a cookie recipe. You want to understand why I chose the skills that I did and which ones are really prioritized. So there's a few that prioritize here. The first one would be the Zenashiva Divinity skill, and you get this for getting 3 pieces of the Zenashiva armor set together. Basically, it gives you the spare shot skill, and the way it works is you have about a 25 to 30% chance of not expending ammo when you fire, a shot of whatever it is you're using. This is extremely valuable for expanding the clip of an ammo type that doesn't have a very large clip, right? So the cluster bombs, they only hold 2 shots. Zenashiva Divinity is probably going to give you an average of 3 shots, right? So you're expanding the clip. The next one is I bring the ammo up skill. It's called free element / ammo up, and that's really important as well. It increases the number of ammos you can hold, usually by 1, especially if we're talking about the level 3 ammos. You'll hold 1 more, and that really does pair well with the Zenashiva Divinity set. So those 2 are top priority. You get both of those on, and after that you got to have artillery. Artillery is what really increases the damage of explosive ammo types. Raising your raw attack value doesn't really help quite as much as artillery, so artillery is top priority. You get those 3 together, you basically have your build. That's it. Artillery, free element ammo up, Zenashiva Divinity, right? After that, all the rest of your skills are going to be kind of like utility, right? Like I said earlier, you're not going to be able to raise the damage by too much, and I think that actually the utility you can get from the rest of your skill slots improve your overall fighting conditions. If you're a speedrunner, obviously, you might consider something like peak performance. That might help. The attack boost skill, that would help as well, right? But in general use, which is what I'm mostly doing, I choose health boost. I definitely like having health boost. It just reduces the odds of you ever dying, and I find that so convenient. Then Slugger is a really good one because when you're on a group, when you're with the team, you can use your sticky ammo to cause KOs on the monster, and if you've become very efficient at it, like I have, you usually get about 3 KOs. As long as you have that Slugger skill, you get 3 KOs on the monster. That's 3 KOs for your team. When the monster's down, they'll get to gang up on the tail, on the head. It's excellent, right? And it means that the monster isn't attacking them for those 3 periods, right? So Slugger skill with the sticky ammo and artillery and ammo up and Zenashiva Divinity is just OP. It's really powerful in terms of utility. But in terms of damage, if you're wondering how to do the most damage on this setup, you're basically just going to put on the Rocksteady Mantle, so that's going to be a priority piece of equipment, and get underneath the monster. This is usually something you're going to be doing while you're speedrunning or playing solo. You just spam the cluster bombs level 3, and of course, just like the sticky ammo, you're going to have to craft new ones while you're doing this, alright? So if you're unfamiliar with crafting ammo, it's not too complicated. You just need to bring all the ingredients that you need, and then set up your radial menu so that you can craft the ammo while you're reloading. So while I'm in the reload animation, that's usually when I'm crafting. And a lot of speedrunners use this to just jump right through monsters. If you've never done it before, I can tell you right now, it is so much easier than playing in a group. It truly is. Okay, so if you've ever felt intimidated by playing solo against some of the stronger monsters, like a tempered anything, pick whatever monster you want. Give it a try. Don't be so frightened by it. It's exceptionally easier. That's the point. It actually makes it easier than playing on a team. Then you'll notice I have 2 points of sleep attack. Okay, that's really optional. You could have put a lot of different things there, including like effluvia resist. You could have put fire resist, because the way this armor is set up, you have like negative 15 fire resist. There's a lot of fire damaging monsters. So if you want more fire resist, you can give up that sleep attack. But I just bring that along for the sleep ammo. And honestly, I just keep the monsters so controlled with all of my ammo types, I'm usually not at risk. You also notice I have the guard up skill and a shield mod, so I'm not really at risk of taking any hits as long as I'm playing smart, not being an idiot. For the other custom mods, so I have 1 shield mod and I have 2 recoil suppressor mods, and this allows me to shoot the sticky ammo a bit better. That's a good quality for me, right? That's what I care about. Alright, and that's mostly everything I have to say about the build. Remember, after you get the priority skills on, you can kind of mix and match it however you want. A speedrunner isn't going to want KO Jewel, they're not going to want 3 of those. They're probably going to want peak performance or something like that. And again, that's up to you to figure out. Okay, so as I said at the beginning of this video, I do really believe this is an S+ tier weapon. I hope you guys give it a try. I'm curious to see if the developers ever nerfed this or the Glutton Heavy Bowgun, but I actually think this deserves to be nerfed along with the Thegameconomist before the Glutton Heavy Bowgun, because it's so much power both in single player mode and in multiplayer mode. But we'll see. I don't think that they need to nerf anything. I think they just need to take some of the weaker weapons and give them a little bit of a boost, you know what I mean? Alright, I think that's everything I have to say about the Dark Devourer. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.